United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Chairman Castillo,
Here.
Commissioner Nickel,
Here.
Commissioner Clayton,
Here.
Commissioner Hargrove,
Present.
Commissioner Price,
Here.
and Commissioner Santos will be absent tonight. We have a quorum.
All right, General Administration Functions, Part 1, is presentations by the public on matters not on the agenda within the jurisdiction of the Commission. The Commission is prohibited by law from discussing the issues not on the agenda brought to them at this time. And we have one public comment. Ronald with the West Sacramento Little League.
Hello. Thank you all. So I'm here from West Sacramento Little League. I wrote a little speech. West Sacramento Little League was founded in 1953 and first chartered by Little League International in 1954. We are a co-ed league and welcome boys and girls of all ages ranging from now 3 years old to 18. Little League Baseball does not turn down any child who signs up. Serving southern West Sacramento, that's south of the freeway, and the community of Clarksburg. West Sacramento Little League is a nonprofit organization with the mission to promote, develop, supervise, and voluntarily assist in all lawful ways the interest of those who will participate in Little League Baseball. Through proper guidance and exemplary leadership, the Little League program assists youth in developing the qualities of citizenship, discipline, teamwork, and physical well-being. By supporting the virtues of character, courage, and loyalty, the Little League Baseball program is designed to develop superior citizens rather than stellar athletes. Just listen to the Little League pledge. The Little League's pledge is, I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best. That's pretty much what's stated before all tournament games. We try to do that at a lot of our Little League games. So, you know, if you watch Little League Baseball on ESPN, that's what they do before the games as well. All the players come to the line. You know, it's something that Little League is really, really based upon. It's on the back of all of our rule books and guidelines as well. For 75 years, Little League has established a proud, rich history in the hearts and minds of generations of Little Leaguers. Since its founding in 1939, Little League has nurtured the human spirit, and that is why it has been universally successful in cities and towns throughout the world. Little League binds communities together. I believe our community is much better because what Little League Baseball teaches our younger generations. West Sacramento Little League is growing just like our wonderful city. We have grown from just around 375 children in 2012, when I first was asked to join the board of directors, to last year, which was a record year of 589 kids. Little League is an international pastime that has been a fabric of societies throughout the world. Little League has instilled leadership, character, courage, and loyalty in all of the children that participate, including all of the adult volunteers. There is a possibility that West Sacramento Little League will have to take on a new venture next year and absorb all of the children of Washington Little League. If we do this, we will not only need more playing space, but access to parks, hopefully 6 to 7 days a week, to make sure we can make a schedule that fits the amount of participation that is expected. We believe with the normal trend, we will have around 675 to 700 children in our league without adding Washington. And if we do absorb Washington, the number could reach upwards of 800. We also are strongly discussing the option of implementing a challenger division for physically or developmentally disabled children living in West Sacramento Little League boundaries. What's important is having an understanding that the needs of and wants of our area. The Little League program is your program, and the people where you live decide what to make of it. Basically, that's the Little League, you know, motto as well. You know, it's what the town and the city and everybody around it makes of the league. And that's kind of how we have been going towards the last 3 to 4 years. Our board has changed quite a bit, and we've kind of become a more friendly, nicer board to the whole community, which I think, you know, goes to show with our neighborhood around us and Memorial. The objective of West Sacramento Little League is we shall implant firmly in the children of the community the ideals of good sportsmanship, honesty, loyalty, courage, and respect for authority, so that they may be well-adjusted, stronger, and happier children, and will grow to be good, decent, healthy, and trustworthy citizens. As the president of West Sacramento Little League, I am here to ask that we may revisit the current MOU we have at Memorial Park, which was put together a few years ago, and try to come to an agreement that better serves our growing youth population in West Sacramento. So, thank you guys very much. It's kind of hard to get up here and speak to you guys, but, you know, that's, I'm pretty firm on Little League. I love Little League baseball. I grew up playing it. I have two boys that are playing now. I have a 11-month-old that'll be playing. Hopefully, if they don't change the age, he'll be playing in another 2.5, 3 years. You know, I volunteer many hours a year for it. I don't do it just for my own kids. You know, I do it for, you know, the other kids in the town and their parents. I really enjoy, you know, going out on the town and seeing all the kids and the parents and them welcoming me. And I just think it's a very positive thing to have in a community. And I know that the majority of the people in the community welcome it, you know, and there's very few people that, I wouldn't say they don't welcome it. They just, I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. You know, they want their space and their time, and that's great. But, you know, I'm here as a voice of, you know, let's say 600-700 kids plus, you know, average of 3 per household, 2,500 people, you know, of the city. And we do have a say and a voice in this town. And I kind of hope that with Mr. Reyes, you know, we get together and we can figure out a way to kind of ease up our schedule a little bit and get some more fields and playing spaces. So
Appreciate you coming by and sharing that. I know my son is in part of West Side Little League. He was spring and fall last year, and so we haven't seen them. It's not something we can discuss now, but perhaps staff can work with the Little League and make a recommendation to the commission in the future.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Another comment, Arouj Ahmad.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
So my name is Arouj. This is my daughter, Iman. She's 3 years old. And I'm here because I'm actually not sure if this is like discussed regularly or what, but I live over here close to City Hall on Laurel Lane, across from Safeway. There's only one park in our neighborhood. Excuse me, it's not very close to our house. As you can see, I have a 3-year-old who just learned to potty train. And the inconvenience that I have is that when I go to that park, I have to come home because there's no bathroom there for her to use. It's that of the bushes, and I don't know anyone in the area. You know, I used to work up until she was born, so I don't know a lot of people in the area where I can just go to someone's house. I don't know my neighbors that well, but I do like the parks. I like taking my kid out. I live in an older house, built in the 1950s. They assumed that everybody played outdoors in the front yard, so we have a very small yard. And our house doesn't even like face the backyard. She has to go through the garage to go to the backyard in the first place. So I'm not here to complain. I'm just wanting to know if I could, whom I could, I know you all are volunteers, but who could help me figure out how to either rally the community together or what I can do as a citizen, you know, to get a bathroom park or park bathroom in our neighborhood park. And I guess that's the only park we have. So if you all could address me now or I can talk to someone else, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't talk about stuff that's not on the agenda as public comment, but staff can perhaps help you with the process, and we can possibly have that on the agenda in the future.
Sure, okay. Who do I speak with?
Could
Right
you
here,
name the
right here.
park?
I'm sorry?
Could you name the park?
It's on Poplar. I don't know. It's next to a school, Westfield Elementary. I think is a school that's like right next
Thank
to
you.
it. I'm sorry?
Yes, that's it,
Okay, that's what
Westfield
it's called.
Playsite?
Okay,
probably.
Yeah.
okay. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by.
No problem.
Any commission communications? Now move over to presentations, summer aquatic program updates, Brandy, Dion, and Samuel, Recreation Coordinator.
Good evening. We have a little PowerPoint presentation, and if you could take a look at the screen here, and we'd just like to share some updates on our aquatic program and a snapshot of the 2015 aquatic season. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sam Brinkheis. I am the aquatic coordinator at the Recreation Center, and
Brandy Dion, Recreation Supervisor at the Rec Center.
So for those of you who have not visited our facility, it's one of the nicest in the area, and we take a lot of pride in the programs that we offer there. And we'd just like to go, just a quick update, kind of go, just share some information with you.
We opened for Rec Swim this year on June 6th, and we extended our Sundays this year. So we ran Sundays through the end of August, whereas previously we had ended Sundays in the middle of August once school started. And that was a great benefit to the community to be able to be open those extra 3 days. We had over 10,000 people come throughout the course of the summer to enjoy Rec Swim. We did actually cut back an hour of Rec Swim on Fridays to allow for some extra staff and service time. But Rec Swim, we offered the 3 pools, the competition pool, the slide pool, and the leisure pool to our community, both residents and non-residents.
Okay, so this is a little snapshot of our swim lesson program. The top left photo there is one of our parent meet classes, and then the bottom right is just a minnows or a dolphin class in the current channel. Our swim lesson program is something that we've been growing since the days of River City Pool and Golden State Pool. We have a faithful following of parents and kids that come out every summer. This year we had 600 individual classes serving 2,500 participants. We have non-residents coming across the river to enjoy our program. Every year we get excellent evals. We take those into consideration. We're constantly making improvements, and it's something that we take a lot of pride in.
Also, we were able to add 1 extra class this year to accommodate Storybook Cottage. So they came for not a private, but a private storybook lesson. So that was neat. We were able to do that on Mondays throughout the summer. We had a total of only 45 rescues. We really emphasize preventative lifeguarding, so we are catching the patrons before anything happens. The leisure pool, there were 27 rescues. The competition pool, there were 9 rescues. And in the slide pool, there were also 9 rescues. So it's pretty incredible when you look at the number of hours that we are open.
Okay, this is a little snapshot of our in-service trainings. These are full staff trainings that we have twice a month. Competition pool, we practice our rescue skills. Top left photo is some of us doing our backboarding. We have guest speakers that come out. And the photo to the bottom right is Pete DeQuincy. He's one of the foremost trainers in the area. He comes out every summer, trains with our staff. We also train with the West Sacramento Fire Department. They usually come out once a year, kind of take a look at what we are doing. We talk about transfer of care in the event of a real emergency. And it's also a time for us to build camaraderie amongst all of our staff. We do conditioning, we swim laps, we do treading water exercises, and it's a time where we also recognize some of the staff that have excelled, guard of the week, instructor of the week, and then at the final in-service of the summer, we usually have a staff party where we acknowledge a team of the year. They get various prizes and whatnot. So it's something that we're constantly making improvements on, and we do, again, twice a month.
This year we had 2 dive-in movies. Back to the Future we showed on June 16th, and Toy Story on August 6th. And we figured we had roughly about 300 people attend each of these events. One thing that we did this year that we haven't previously done is we actually charged for this event. So previously, if you were a pass holder, you could just come on in. If you were a non-pass holder, you just purchased the day pass. However, it is a special event. It's something extra for our or for our community. And so we looked at it at that approach, and so we opted to charge patrons to attend the movie. And it did not affect our participation. There were some questions about it, but we pay over $300 just to show the movie, and then we have our full lifeguards on deck. So there is a lot of cost associated with this event, and we were able to cover our cost with adding the fees for it this year.
Okay, this is a group of staff that we sent to the annual Lifeguard Palooza, which is essentially lifeguard games. It's an event held through the local organization, NACMA, Northern California Aquatic Management Association. which both Brandy and I are members of. And this past 3 years, this event was actually held at the Recreation Center. This past summer, it was at the Elk Grove Wackford Complex. So we send a team every year, they compete, they have a lot of fun. There's a spirit component. This past summer's was Disney theme. They do a skit and kind of a chant, and it's a great time for everyone.
Something that the aquatic staff have done previously is are the theme days. And so every Thursday, we have a theme day. This year, we opened it up to all of the rec center staff, the sports camp, the front desk staff, childcare staff, and we invited them to participate with the aquatic staff. And this is a collage from our 70s day. We had a Disney day, a college day, sports day. So every Thursday throughout the summer, and then a few Saturdays, we had a 4th of July red, white, and blue day on 4th of July. And then in June, we had a Relay for Life Day, a Wear Purple Day to honor that event that was taking place. And so the staff love it. It's a lot of fun, and it's just neat. And then we put a sign up too, so that when patrons do check in, they can see like, oh, today is 70s Day, and so they're not, too confused as to why the staff's wearing tie-dye or Mickey ears or what have you.
Okay, this is a little snapshot of our new private pool parties. This is a concept that Brandy had that came to fruition and turned out to be very successful. We had 30 private pool parties this past summer. We offer them weekends, before and after recreation swim hours. We brought in approximately $10,000 in extra revenue due to these private pool parties. Birthday parties, just get-togethers with friends and family. They turned out to be a really popular amenity that we offered, and we actually ran these through September. And hopefully we'll pick it up again in the spring and just expand and improve them.
We had several day camps come through to enjoy the pool during our rec swim hours. Our standard Parks and Rec camps, such as Kids Camp, Camp Lakeside, Teen Camp, Sports Camp, they are able to come in, and we have weekly visits from Camp Lakeside, Teen Camp, and Sports Camp. However, Kids Camp, because it's such a large program, there's over 400 kids that attend those programs. They only come once throughout the summer, and they come during our private lesson week. And they come and they rotate through. They had other activities set up over on the grass area in addition to their pool time. The YMCA comes out twice a week. The Bounce Spot comes out once a week. International Gymnastics Center also once a week. Storybook comes out once to twice a week. And then we also had some of the 4th R Sacramento day camps come out. We had 2 or 3 of them. And then prior to the start of summer, the ACES AAA Day is a program that they used to go visit the River Cats, and we decided to keep it local. Not that River Cats isn't local, but just in Parks and Rec. And so we probably had close to 500 kids that cycled through 1 to 2 days at the rec center for the kids who earned it for attendance, academics, and attitude, having a positive attitude. And so we were able to work with the youth and teen division pretty closely to accommodate some of their special trips.
Okay, this is a snapshot of our aquatic fitness classes and activities. Again, we're so thankful for Wicked West Pizza allowing us to keep the pool open year-round. So again, we can offer lap swim, master swimming, beginning swimming. We have a triathlon group that comes out and swims, water aerobics. We do this year-round, including the summer months and through the holiday season, winter months. The pool's heated. We get a great crowd that comes out year-round, and we're just looking to expand these programs. We have a great swim coach on. He's a contractor, Ross Yanker. He has a faithful following of members and patrons, and he's a real asset to us, and we appreciate that.
And that concludes our presentation. Does anybody have any questions for us?
Yeah, Sam, can you recreate the cheer that won at Lifeguard-a-Palooza, please?
The chair.
Chance?
The chair.
Actually,
1 second.
as a former Dolphins person, I'm wondering how everything's going with the swim team over there, and with all the new stuff you're doing and how it's being accommodated, and how your new deck is doing and all that?
Yeah, I think that our relationship with the Dolphins is great at this point. I don't think we've went a summer without too many major issues, from what I can recall. And, the new pricing policies in place and seems to be working out well. Deck is holding out great. That's something that, we're thankful that, we had done this past spring, and so far so good. And I'm not quite sure the status in terms of additional deck improvements, but all the patrons seems to really enjoy the new decking around the leisure pool.
Any plans for shade?
We
At-
need money.
Yeah, at this point, we're not exactly sure of the status. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to add shade in the future.
Sam has actually found a grant that will help provide shade, but we just need the rest of the funding in order to apply for that. So it is something that's on our back burner. Just unfortunately, at this time, we don't have the funding for that.
Any questions,
Do
comments?
do you guys, are you able to do lifeguarding classes at the pool now?
We offer 2 lifeguarding courses, one in the winter, usually January, and the other one during spring break. And this is a chance where local kids, a lot of River City students, but also from Sacramento, come out and take the lifeguard training class, which is the course necessary to gain the certification to be a lifeguard. And we do that twice a year. Usually the spring break class is jam-packed, wait lists, and we get most of our staff from that class. So that's something that we, as a facility, do annually.
And Sam's an instructor as well as 2 of our, one of our, I guess on-call, one of our older managers, and then one of our lifeguard staff is an instructor as well. Any other questions?
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank
Amazing
you.
facility. I know it's definitely increasing number of usage per year, so that's a good thing for West Sac. So appreciate all the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Consent agenda, approval of the minutes of August 4th, 2015, just regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? The minutes, sorry.
I approve.
Second?
There's a motion by Commissioner Nichols, second by Commissioner Clinton. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, none. Agenda, minutes approved. Regular agenda, request for 2 panelists to assist in selecting a public art piece to be installed at Joy Lopes Park. Chris Sorowski, landscape constructor inspector, is gonna make a quick presentation.
Good evening, Commission.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm the project manager for Sycamore Park, and we're in one of the deliverables for the state park to build the park is that we provide a public art piece. So we're in the process now. We've solicited artists, and we've narrowed the field down to 6 or to 12. And now I'm requesting that the Parks Commission provide 2 panelists to work with us to narrow the field down to 3. The 3 artists will then be paid $1,000 to come up with a conceptual art piece for us to present to the Arts Commission. And from that, we're going to go ahead and ask the Arts Commission to pick one of the 3 that we'll bring to City Council for final approval.
Are there 2 commissioners that would like to volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
All right, Commissioner Nichols. Nichols, any other commissioners? All right, Commissioner Hargrove. All right, there you go.
All right, thanks.
But I only will volunteer if one of the artists is Jeff Koons.
Yeah. I can't remember if he's on there.
Jeff Coons.
So we'll send out an email and let you guys know what the couple ideas for the process. And hopefully we can either start next week or the week after.
Awesome, thank you. Perfect.
Nobody know who Jeff Koons is?
I know Jeff Coons. Don't say bubble. General Administration Functions, Part 2. 5 is memorandum of Kaboom regarding Kaboom Park Phase 2 update. I know Commissioner Clayton had requested that, so you have that in the packet. In addition to a list of parks and amenities, commission calendar, future items of requests. And that's pretty much it. And is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Question.
No, go ahead.
There was one other thing that Trying to remember what my notes. Oh, weren't they supposed to set up a, because we have in here the parks and the amenities that they have at the parks, but there also was a comment made that they're going to try to set up a
Tour,
a
field trip.
tour? Did they have that tour already, or?
Yeah, that is correct. We'll have Andre go ahead and contact you, see when everyone's available, and we'll go ahead and set those up. Right now, we're sort of in a transition phase in the department. We recently had our director retire, so a little bit of change going on. So once we know a little bit more, we'll go ahead and schedule that, but it should be soon.
Yeah, who is running the department right now? Who's the interim?
Denix Avia, he's the Director of Public Works. He's the interim Director of Parks and Rec right now.
Okay.
And then a couple other things, see if maybe the next meeting we could maybe get the West Sac Little League thing on the agenda. And then also maybe Westfield, you know, maybe discuss anything about some kind of a toilet set up there.
Are they building a toilet at the new park over off of, what is that?
Joey Lopes?
West Acre?
Well, that's probably the Joey Lopes one, right there on the West Capitol Avenue.
Well, West Capitol, I think is West Acre, no, Evergreen and West Capitol.
Right, it's in between.
You want to clarify?
Yeah, but that's probably a little bit
Yeah,
further than the young lady wanted to go.
Yeah, right now, we stubbed sewer and water for future restroom. But
Okay.
it's just, if the budget didn't, we didn't have enough budget to put it in, and there's.
At
we
the
have
one at
so many-
Westfield?
What's that?
At the one at Westfield?
No, at Joey Lopes on
Okay.
Evergreen.
Okay. Do we have anything set up for Westfield at all?
No, that's still a joint use facility with the school district.
Right.
So we'd have to get that approved through the school. The problem we have with a lot of the restrooms is that the vandalism is so high. And then when we go and put porta potties in them, they get burned down. So, so usually we save the bathrooms for community parks, not neighborhood parks or small parks.
Anything else, Commissioner Clayton?
Nope, that was it.
All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right, moved and second by Commissioner Clayton. Is all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, none? Adjourned.
Never thought of burning a porta potty.
Dude, it's awesome. Dude, awesome.
They don't burn, they drop in maybes and
Really?
they explode.
Yeah. Should have grown up in the city.
Yeah. They burn them too. I haven't seen one lately, but.
I can just take pictures. Maybe. I'll just call you and then you can